And we are now live. The July 9th, 2016 Small Business Accounting Advisors Happy Hour. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
Gina.
Is everyone hot? Hot?
No,
Yeah.
it's probably in the mid 60s here in Seattle.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm hot. I just got out of the bath. I got out of the hot tub just now. I'm all wet.
okay. We are up at the 98-degree mark.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah.
In Seattle, anything above 80 is hot in Seattle.
Storms. How hot is it where you're at, Deb, down in Florida? Or are you in Florida?
Oh, I'm in Florida today. I'll be in New Orleans next week.
Oh, okay.
It's hot here. I don't even want to look.
Okay. Unknown, just hot. Okay.
Yeah. And they say it's record temperatures, so it's like in the high 90s.
How do
Okay.
how do the crocodiles like the heat?
Oh, they love it. They had another alligator bite today. Some goofball lady was swimming in some river, and then I'm thinking, well, you know what? He walked into his house and he bit her. I mean,
Like you didn't eat her.
so poor alligator.
Well, when it's 90-something degrees and you have no other choice,
I hear those alligators can move pretty fast too.
Yeah, but they run in spurts, so they go fast and then stop.
Katrina, how hot is it where you're at?
75 degrees,
Oh, you're in a pleasant area. Where are you?
Lake Arrowhead, California. I live in the mountains above where Linda lives.
Okay. So you're above the heat line.
Yeah.
Lucky you.
hmm Although last week, oh my gosh, we were just dying. It was so hot.
Ah,
Even up here, it was 115 down the hill.
wow.
Yeah.
That is seriously hot. Tara,
Yeah.
how about you?
Yeah, let me unmute a second. Well, I was up in Lake Tahoe for the entire past week, and it was very pleasant, mild, about 82 degrees. So I have
Nice.
no complaints.
So you're doing good.
If you
Yeah,
live in Lake Tahoe, I'm going there next month.
that's
Oh, beautiful. Some of my family's there right now. I have a cousin that lives out there, and our favorite lake is Sand Harbor. Love that place.
I just love Lake Tahoe.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, the 4th of July show was absolutely spectacular. Probably the best one I've seen in recent memory, anyway. And that was in front of the casinos, just over State Line.
Uh-huh.
Amazing.
Nice.
Deborah, you must have an in with some travel agency. You're always going somewhere. Wow.
That's why I know. We're always like last week we're in Marco Island, next week New Orleans,
Wow.
next month Lake Tahoe. I think the month after that we might go back to Lake Tahoe. Then I think it's QuickBooks Connect, and then after that Sleater
At Countex?
Accountex.
or Caltex.
So is Doug Sleater completely out of Accountex?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm seriously thinking about dropping my Sleater membership, since everybody I know is gone and I don't really do QuickBooks that much anymore.
I know. I'm really debating whether to go or not. I mean, I bought the ticket, and Intuit's not going to be there, so I really just don't know if I should.
Intuit is not going to be at Accountex?
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Hmm.
Wow.
I don't support any other software. I mean, it's not that it's not good.
So
I just
why did
focus on
Intuit
QuickBooks.
pull from Accountex?
I
Because
think because Connect is right before that. I mean, I don't know. Who knows why they do stuff, but
wow. I'm
Same thing
surprised.
last year.
I'm sorry.
There was same thing as last year. There was QuickBooks Connect, and then
Right.
And
later.
they were there last year. Yeah, that's where I got my headshot.
Yeah, apparently we were out on the advertising thing, Gina. Did you see that?
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, Linda posted that, I think. I didn't see the ad, but I saw the picture. I thought that was a great picture.
I did too. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time at Accountex also.
Yeah.
I like the networking with the pro advisors. I like seeing all the new stuff, and I like seeing stuff other than Intuit. You don't get, Intuit's big and they have their own ecosystem. You don't really see a whole lot of other stuff. around except through Accountex.
Yeah.
So,
I just can't, it's only me, so I can't focus on being good at Xero, being good at Wave, being good at Sage, I'm
Yeah.
good at,
Well, yeah, and you know what? I was going there too. I mean, I've been doing a lot of research. I mean, people do what they feel that's best for them, but I think it's important sometimes for me to focus on one because I try and focus on too many, and it's just hard,
I agree with you, but I don't like putting all my eggs in one basket. So I want to have two that I focus on.
Yeah,
And I
it's
think I have found my two for now.
And I guess QuickBooks, I know it in and out. I love QuickBooks.
Right. And that's why I feel comfortable trying something else now at this point.
Yeah.
So, and that's something, Tar, is Sage.
Yeah. Speaking of Sage, Gina, did you sign up for Sage View?
I did not yet. I am working on Sage 1 right now. I only have so many extra hours. I do have to do client work, so those extra, I'm focused on Sage 1 is what I'm doing at this point.
There's a book called The Power of Focus by Jack Cantrell, the one that wrote the chicken soup
Oh, okay.
It's not on Kindle yet, but it's like in paperback, but it's about 10 years old, and it's basically focus on what you're really good at.
Well, I did, and now I'm ready to expand a little bit. You got to move out of your comfort zone a little bit too.
I think the key is to focus on things that are sort of like cluster skills. I mean, it's like you don't want to do anything really dramatically different, but like say, if you focus on Sage and maybe QuickBooks, where there's a certain amount of, it coincides. It's not like two separate fields of study. So
Right, exactly. Well, I want to do my Sage match, or I'm sorry, Sage value. I have to get my names right. I know. And I am liking it. Pardon?
Chart. We need a flow chart.
I
Like a
know.
organizational
We're
chart.
getting there, Sarah. We're getting there. And speaking of that, I want to do a plug for Jan just real quick.
Mhm.
Jan and her IC, what is the name of it?
ICBU, I think it is.
ICBU membership. You can go to, if you are a certified pro advisor, let me see if I can.
It's ICB USA. So it's
Okay.
ICB and then USA.
So I'm putting a link in the chat.
They're a competitor. Aren't they a competitor to the
AIPB or whatever they call it.
AIPB?
Yeah, I get AIPB.
They blow them out of the water.
Oh, absolutely. They're,
I've been getting this. I mean, I pay the $45 a year because it's a great, it's a cheap
Yeah.
newsletter.
Yeah.
They
And
got
it's
some good books.
stuff.
They
It's
got some good
paper.
books.
Hmm?
They got some good books too, don't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, but they have no online presence. They don't have a website you can go to. I mean,
No.
it's just like back in the dark ages.
Well, they do have a website, but nothing into, their website's like way old.
Oh, like the 80s, like CompuServe.
Yeah.
No.
and Jan is moving more towards.
And I mean, just it's night and day, the two.
and the new technology. And that reminds me, Sarah, she said she has a smart sheet that she'd like to collaborate with us.
Oh, really?
They
Yeah.
already have some things started regarding apps and everything.
I've got a couple of them framed out.
I saw that.
Gina, the link that Jan posted, takes you to their, where we could sign up because we as certified pro advisors get a discount for their membership. The other thing is I don't know if you know Pat Carson. She used to be on her Carson and Crew. She used to be out here in like my area, San Jose. She's on there. She's one of the members.
Oh, awesome. And it's very reasonable for a certified pro advisor. It's only $37.50 a month. So there's like no reason not to be part of her group. And she is not actually only into a specific. She does all bookkeeping programs.
That's smart.
So that's the other thing that I like about her too, is the fact that she's not just specific to Intuit.
That's what we were talking about today on our Accountex meeting was you need to be all-inclusive and open to all solutions and not pigeonholed into certain things. So
Just one.
Well, I kind of disagree with that.
it depends. Well, I'm talking about at the conference as a company, what you're going to support. Are you talking about your company personally being open to too many?
Well, I mean, I need to know that they're out there, but I cannot be good at everything. I mean, I just
absolutely.
can't.
Oh gosh.
So I have to pick my poison. And frankly, I really do not think that clients care what platform I do their books on. You know, so I remember.
One thing that we talked about with the Accountex is, you know, before a great deal of the focus was, you know, people like us coming, trying to figure out what tools we're going to use ourselves, becoming better, you know, advisors and all. They're trying to reach out to corporations who have management accountants that need to make decisions in their own companies. I mean, it's a whole new ballgame as far as the conference. So it's exciting to see the different
So
ways.
how's it going to be different than what we're used to? Because
Well, we want to keep the same small, I call it the family feel. You know how we've all become just you know, and it's much, you know, the one in UK is about 6,500 people. Ours is like 1,000.
yeah.
But like this year they're having the whole bookkeeper track for the, you know, the ones that they just want to concentrate on bookkeeping and you know, and so you've got tracks for the tax people, you've got the tracks for the ones who want to grow their accounting firm, you know, so a lot of different options there, but a one-stop shop. So hopefully we won't be this huge, you know, conference where you're, I mean, already I can't decide what to do. I can't decide which sessions I want to take. It's like, not enough time of the day. But there's more, you know, more things for other people. Like, I never thought about bringing on my staff, you know, and this year I'm like, might be
I
nice.
think if you can, Sarah, you should. I think that's great for the staff. You know,
Just to get away, leave the kids and let's get out west. But it's so far away.
yeah, I bet it's
It's
expensive.
expensive, but
And there's
I
so
don't
many
know.
conventions now.
well, that's the thing. Stacy was saying that she's keeping her client work at a low roar this year, and she's hitting every conference. So, you know, the stage one, was it Chicago? Right?
Yeah, Sage Summit. It's in Chicago.
And that's do you know how many people go to that? That's huge.
That's like 7,000 or 8,000, I think.
Yeah, and they even have movie stars as their speakers.
The movie stars are there this year, and the keynote speaker is going to be Sir Richard Branson.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, nice.
I'd love to go to that one, even though I'm, you know.
I did find out, if you keep this to yourselves, I was given an internal code for a promo for Sage Summit because there was a glitch in the system, and the promo code leaked out. I think it works out to $199.
What?
And it's the conference.
Wow.
When is the conference?
It is.
You might want to tell them offline. I mean, there's nobody watching this video, I'm sure.
No, but when I didn't write down when the conference even is. I think it's something I have a conflict.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, I don't know if, isn't that funny? Off the top of my head, I'm like, okay. You got me now. I got to turn and look at my calendar.
If my husband has to tell me again which week we're doing the family vacation, he's going to scream.
Oh, wait. There's a correction on that last thing. There was a $199 promo code in place, but it's not working. It's broken. So they're giving another code that's only $99.
Oh,
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
At least it's not $9.95.
No, at 99, I'm like, that can't be right. It's got to be a misprint.
That's like pay for parking? What?
Yeah, that would cover Uber.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, I can Google it.
I'm going to look right now. Hang on just a sec.
I had the power. What was that? I just saw Gardner go. What was that?
Hey, Sarah, are you going to go to QB Connect?
No, there's just too much. I need to like do, I have this stuff called client work.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay,
Who
we've
wants
got
to
the
do that?
countdown. It's the 25th of July through the 28th. That's 16 days, 14 hours, 13 minutes, and 3 seconds from now.
Wow.
Okay, so it's the last week of this month.
Yes.
Yeah, and the week before I'm in Atlanta and then Asheville. So
What are you doing in Atlanta?
my husband has a office up in Atlanta, so we're
Oh.
going to go. He has to work for a couple of days, and then the firm has a weekend every summer, either at the beach or in the mountains. So then we just go on up to Asheville for all the three divisions get together.
Nice.
Hey, Sarah, how far are you from Athens?
Athens,
Yeah.
Georgia,
Yeah,
3 hours.
because on
Not even that, 2.5.
it was considered one of the top 25 places to retire in.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. That's true. That's the Bulldogs,
Yeah.
University of Georgia. Everything is red or black, red and black.
Oh, wow.
Everything's red and black. Cannot live in Athens unless your
Really?
favorite colors are red and black. Honey.
So I am going to switch gears now at this point. Katrina had a question. Katrina, would you like to ask your question? You're muted. You'll need to unmute.
Has anyone used Pascal?
Ooh.
I got the demo,
Mm-hmm.
and so it doesn't let you do much.
Isn't that kind of like 17 hats?
It's a
Kind of a
workflow.
CRM.
Mm.
It looks pretty good. I got the demo. I haven't used it yet. I mean, there's just so much coming at me. Oh, geez.
Yeah, but
I
when you
know.
actually log in and start playing with it, you can't do as much as I thought I could to really
Is
get
it
it.
like carbon?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, the one that I like, though, I'm starting to really like, even though I haven't really messed around with it much, is 17 Hats. It
I
seems
know.
like a lot.
And you know why? Isn't it user friendly?
Yeah, very user-friendly.
Is it?
And I like the way it looks. the
Programmers
interface.
realize how important the feel is. I mean, does that make any sense?
Well, you
I
know,
have to want to do it.
And the other thing, they came out with something else, 17 Hats something. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's like I haven't looked. I mean, I got the
17
notes.
Plus or
Like a-
something, I forget.
Like coaching, or it was like a coaching type of thing, or something like that.
I didn't look into it, but I thought, oh, wow, it's just
Yeah, I
an
saw some
Yeah, I just saw an email. I didn't really look at it.
email or something come through today. I think when they hooked up with
Mariette?
Marriott,
Yeah, that's right.
hold of the accounting and bookkeepers are like, because
Well,
they're doing it for photographers.
And the way she uses it.
and Joanne too, though.
Oh,
We haven't seen her for a while.
And even
Joanne
Seth is
was
using
the
it
one
for-
that actually demoed it for us.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That
Seth
demo
was-
that she gave us, that she did, what I loved about Joanne's demo is she used it like how we would use it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's why I'm kind of excited about the collaboration that we're talking about with Smartsheet. I am so apt out. I mean,
Yeah.
you get to see a demo and you see how it works, and then the demo ends and you do the trial, and then all of a sudden you start getting your hands into it. You get one roadblock and you're done. That's the end of that. Move on to something else.
You know, I just had a thought. Sorry, when I have a thought, my mouth opens.
Hey, have any of you heard of Teen Snap?
Huh?
Teen Snap.
No.
Okay, because I have
Know it?
New client, they use that, and I gotta look to see what it's about.
Team Snap.
Yeah.
Kind of
I don't know
like
anything
Snapchat.
about it. There's so many of them. I'm telling you, every day I get a call. If I get a new client that's wants
Yeah.
bookkeeping,
That's-
they have their own apps, and I'm like, I've never heard of that app before.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. Then they expect you to what? Not charge
Learn
them
it
to
or-
learn the new app?
Right.
And that was the main reason back when my business really started to take off, that I finally had to decide, because I was doing Peachtree and Intuit and Real World and, and so I had to make a decision because I wasn't really, dead great in anything.
I'd say 3 is probably the max you can really get focused on. I think.
Yeah.
Maybe even
You say 3?
3 or 2. I mean, it's
In
like,
a different area, like, so that's
Man,
the thing.
I'm
We're also
telling you.
chunkifying here.
Sometimes I feel like I'm going to go crazy with all these apps. There's so much to learn. I mean, there's every day. I'm sure you guys too. I either get an email or phone call about this new app that somebody has.
there's no way you're going to get efficient if you have to, like a friend of mine says, it's the onesie twosie that will kill you. If you're just doing a little bit over here, a little bit over there.
Well, you don't want to, focus too much and put all your eggs in one basket.
It's kind of
You
a
want to be able to
balance.
diversify and be flexible enough to do what the client wants. But at the same time, you want to do what you do best too.
I think you need to, make some space in your life to learn other, at least be able
Right.
to immerse
Right.
yourself further quickly if you have to. I mean, like if Intuit changed their pricing model or did something that was really you didn't like, or whatever that you want to be able
Well,
to.
yeah, I don't see Intuit going away. Intuit,
No.
I have to say that at this point, that for doing online bookkeeping, Intuit is the best.
I could see the desktop going away.
I can see the desktop going away.
Oh,
also.
yeah. Although I'm starting to gear every time I get a new customer, if I can get them on QuickBooks Online, I do.
Right.
And I'll tell you one of the reasons why is that it's gotten better. And number 2, it's easy. You don't have to worry about, like if I have one of my team members access it, it's so easy for them to access it, for me to send them an invitation. When they're on the desktop and they're hosted, I have to either, if my one of my team members doesn't have a license, we have to pay for that, for them to access it on the host environment, the hosted environment. And the same thing with QBox, they have to have their copy, But now I've gotten to the situation where I only hire certified QuickBooks Pro
Oh, and
advisors.
I already have their licenses for QBO.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why I do like QBO. I just like QuickBooks, but there are other things there too. Like I'm giving a look to Sage. I think maybe it's worth my while to learn something.
I really do. I mean, I am very interested in the smaller type clients that just need the bank feeds and be able to add another revenue stream. That's what I'm working on now when I do Sage One, setting up the Sage Value and a smaller, easier type of client. That's like a solopreneur kind of person that doesn't need job costing, doesn't need inventory, that kind of thing. And it's a cheaper solution, which, will appeal to the clients also.
Have you looked at QuickBooks Self-Employed? That looks pretty interesting to me.
I will
I've gotten a couple
never
people on
use
that.
QuickBooks Self-Employed.
Does it have a balance sheet?
No.
QuickBooks
Nope.
Self-Employed co-mingles bank
It's
accounts.
good. It's good. Yes, it's good for someone that is just starting out as in, what is it? They don't call it small business owner, self-employed, so to speak.
They
That-
just mean Schedule C. They just mean
Yeah.
99
Exactly.
kind of thing.
just a real simple P&L. That's all they need.
Did you see that? Did you sit in for that demo that they gave on the VCon, Sarah?
Yeah, I saw it, but I haven't had time.
Yeah, because I was watching that and I was.
See, that's not my client base. That's not my target. So
No, same here.
I have to learn to
Focus.
I heard a new buzzword this week. You know, everybody talks about multitasking,
Oh, yeah.
monotasking.
Monotask?
Monotasking.
What's
That
that
we need
mean?
to get back to that. That multitasking does not work.
No, it doesn't.
It's frying our brains, and we have to learn. And it's actually we've learned to multitask, or we think we're multitasking, and now we have to relearn how to focus. And they said even having your cell phone on the dinner table, not even looking at it, just the fact that it's there. Studies have said you're distracted. You know,
That's
so
true.
we've lost that ability to.
I agree. There's a whole generation that's
People
lost that
or-
ability.
You know, I'm so bad now when I go to study something, whether it's a new app or whatever, I can't do it for more than a few minutes, and
Yeah.
it's like
Oh, yeah.
I can't sit still long enough, and that is not good. And
You know who talks on that topic is Simon Sinek. Have you heard of him? I've posted some of his stuff. He's talks about how the world now today is so focused on social media, on their devices. Multitasking is the worst. They say that when you multitask, you can actually get less done than you could possibly do.
we may be hurting our brains.
Yeah, I believe it.
So I was thinking, about all the stuff that I need to be working on in addition to client work. I want to learn Camtasia, and there's some other stuff I want to do before busy season sneaks up on us again. And, I was thinking back to when I made the decision to just pick one program, family. Back then, this was all new. DOS Quicken, then when this Windows thing came out, we could actually name a file longer than, 8 characters, So it's a completely different world now, I think, in that I've been working in accounting programs for so long and in the computer world that learning something like Sage or another product that's similar isn't going to be that much of a stretch. It's not, they're not that different. I mean,
Right.
we still have
right.
accounts payable modules, we still have accounts receivable, we still have a general ledger, we still have reports. So
And the
while
chart of
one
accounts
may
is
go
the chart of
left, the
accounts.
other one may go right, but they should be more intuitive. Whereas, I thought I was going to jump off a cliff at the old Peachtree DOS back in those days. That's 2016. It's not 1980.
There was a book out in 1960 called Psycho Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz, and it talked about the same things as it focus on one thing at a time. Says we have this tendency of trying to do more than one thing at a time. Our mind is trying to do more than one thing, and that it just causes a lot of stress, and that you're much better off just taking one thing at a time and then going on to the next thing. This is like 50 years ago. So this isn't a new problem.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just exacerbated.
It's just exacerbated by the computers
technology.
technology just makes it a lot worse.
Right.
Well, that's why I want to try and get our group to a point that we can collaborate a lot better. That's why I like Mariette's idea about choosing a subject per month.
Yeah.
And doing a demo, one product or 2 products a month. I don't want to do any more than that. I want to be able to talk about it. I want people to be able to get their hands in it. And I want people to come back on live and say, hey, I had this problem and I got over it by doing this. Or if someone else was able to get figure out how to move forward from that problem. Or I really like this feature. This really solves a problem for me. So I like the collaboration. And Yvette, you brought up something that I'd like to figure out a way that we could collaborate on specific problems that we're having that's not in a public format.
Yeah, I agree. I would like that. I mean, like I was telling you and Jan in the beginning before we went live, that sometimes, you run across some things and I don't want to discuss it or chat or put it up.
If it's being recorded, yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
And,
right.
so I would love to have, I like to, when we meet, like a few minutes before the show goes live, but I'd like to have something even more than that sometimes, where we could collaborate.
Well, that maybe
Like I got this a client, I don't want to say too much, but there's certain things that they're using and they want to streamline things. And, like one of us could be better at QBO than maybe me or whatever. And, I could ask them questions. Okay, so what would you do with this? And, so forth. We could help each other out or collaborate,
Absolutely, absolutely. At one point, I put a link up that anybody could go to a hangout and get together and talk about things like that. But maybe we should set a set time, and anyone that wants to join, it would not be recorded, and just go over specific problems that we're having.
Yeah, even
Would
if
a half an hour be enough to like start at 5 instead of 5:30, or you are at 2:30?
Well, it depends on how many people there are, Sarah. A half hour we start getting into conversations offline, and then all of a sudden it's time to start recording. So things like conversations don't get finished, or if there's more than one person with a problem, you're in the
deadline. Yeah.
Right, one person, and a half hour just doesn't seem to be enough.
Yeah, I agree.
So either a dedicated time or after 5:30.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'd
We've
like to
done that.
see?
We've done that anyway. I think just if somebody had a specific thing.
You know what I'd like to have is, I don't know if I just think Ron Baker walks on water. But, he talks about, having pricing councils, where
Yeah.
value
I
pricing.
like that.
I mean, because I'm dealing with this right now with a client that I did the assessment for, and now I'm going to meet with them Monday, and I have to come up with a price. And every single podcast I listen to, everything, they all say people always underprice what they think they're worth. Because, I think Sarah's probably worth much more than she thinks she's worth. I mean, I know how good she is at, nonprofits, and she might think I'm better at something that I think I'm better at. You know what I mean? So if we had a pricing council where we say, okay, here's what do you come up with? And
Right.
You know what? My idea is I wish we had a round table, so to speak, where we just, when things like this come up, that we can advise one another, because, we've been all doing this for a long time now. I mean, I've been, I'm probably haven't been doing it as long as some of you, but I've been on my own business for 12, 13 years now. And, I just would love to just kind of sometimes, when I have certain things that I'm having problems with, like for instance, Deborah's, I've been there lots of times with the pricing thing. This week, I'm going to be going on vacation, and I'm going to be drawing up a couple contracts, and I'm wanting to make sure that I'm going to be pricing these right, because, hey, we're in business. This is a business. We're here to make money.
Well, there's no reason why we can't let's call each other up. We don't have to wait for a big conference, a big time. I mean, you bet I'm happy to call you and talk to you about that. I mean, give me your number. I'll call you, because I just need help figuring out what to charge for this. I don't want to underprice myself, and then, I really want the job. So, okay, I'll do it for $1, but, I'd like to have some ideas. I mean, I've come up with the 3 packages, but okay, now put a price on it. So
Right.
I did come up with this really creative package. What do you think of this? The
Right.
3 packages are yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Hey,
So
that's unique.
if you want basic bookkeeping where we go, after the fact, that's yesterday. If you want today, that's where you do your AP, your AR, and it includes yesterday, but that's today. But if you want tomorrow, that includes all the KPIs, forecasting, futures, budgeting. There's your 3 packages, and you can see, so which are you interested in, Mr. Client? You only interested in yesterday? Are you only interested in today? Or do you really want to focus on tomorrow? There's your 3 packages.
That's a great way to
Wasn't that brilliant? I thought, man, am I smart or what?
Nobody else thought of that.
Nobody else.
That's right.
I'm a bean
Yeah,
counter. I like sitting in the corner and counting beans. This whole marketing and negotiating and all that, I have hated it from day one.
Oh, see, I love it. I absolutely love it.
I know.
Should
I
trademark
listen
that.
to the way you use little scenarios, and I just like, oh, I wish I could speak like that. Do you know that I was in Miami and spent most of the day with my mind just went blank.
Hector?
Hector, thank you.
You spent the
Awesome. I am absolutely in love with Hector, okay? And after Mark goes, did you get a picture? I don't know, my mind doesn't even go that way, you know? I mean, I didn't even do a selfie.
Aw,
I was with Hector.
right. Darn.
Oh, well.
Hector's nice. I met him at QuickBooks Connect. He's a really nice.
He's
person.
awesome.
He's a genius, isn't he? I mean,
Oh my gosh.
geez.
I love it. And you know what I love about him? All those, webinars that him and Michelle have, they're so right on their stuff and how they share it with all of us.
He
You
is
know?
brutally honest. I mean, we sat down and talked about the type of clients I have and everything, and he's just like, QBO is not your world. Yeah.
What did he say?
QBO is not your world.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so it was refreshing because I just feel like anybody who's involved with Intuit is like, you know, you're an idiot if you're not, you know, they're not saying that, but I feel that way, like I'm
They're really
doing
pushing.
something
Yeah.
wrong.
No, just be
You know,
yourself there. You know,
and-
you're the pro.
It was really refreshing to just down to a granular level going exactly, I need exactly this. And yeah, it isn't there. You know, so that was refreshing and
Yeah.
speedy too.
Well, the problem is technology is moving so fast that I think it's left many people behind. I still have friends that have flip phones.
Yeah. I know some people that like that.
My
Accountants.
mom was like that, but I bought her a smartphone.
And now she loves it. And people don't know that they're going to like it. They could be all 100% against it until they try it, and then it's like nothing ever existed before that. You know?
You know how we were talking about the workers' comp audits? Was that, I might have been Seth's thing.
Yeah,
I got a phone audit today, right? Notification that they're going to call or whatever. This woman uses her Yahoo account, and she tells me, and the letter says to either fax, which is secure, or email the unemployment returns to her, complete with social security numbers.
Ask her if she wants to take responsibility for identity theft.
I know. But do you see what we're up against every single day? And we're sensitive to security and all that stuff. And
that's things that people would never even think about.
that client, if she didn't have me doing their stuff, she would have just followed the instructions and
Yep.
you know.
Well, they hire these contractors and they pay them like $20 an audit. They're clueless. I mean, I wouldn't want that job at all.
I'm just glad it's the first time in, gosh, since beginning with her that it's a phone audit.
Wow.
Usually
Wow.
they're at the door, but yeah.
So there's a solopreneur type of job. Wow.
Must be. But yeah, they're a contract, but you know, so they just use and it was like workers' comp auditor at Yahoo. Like she made up an email just for her business, to do business.
Wow.
But you know what? I've been talking to helping a CPA friend all week, and he does his entire company. He's still in it, his little AOL. He's had AOL.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's what I mean. I don't
Hope
think
it's not dial-up moment.
I said, you want me to use a different email? And he goes, no. He said, I really should change it, but I've had it for so long.
Nothing says like behind the times like an AOL email address.
Right.
I use my AOL as like my emergency second.
But then you have other
Al
people
still
that
has
say
AOL.
that everything is going to be done on the phone. You're going to be able to do anything that you did on the computer on the phone. I don't believe it. I mean, maybe in 20 years, but I don't see it happening in 5 years. I don't see it happening in 10 years. I want drop-down menus that give me many choices of what to do, as opposed to tiny little icons that I have to decipher what they mean.
Yeah.
So I don't see, and plus, like Deb, I like having multiple screens. I want it big. I want to be able to see it, and I may want to do more than one thing at the
I want
same
an
time.
office like Deb. What are you up to? 6?
What?
How many monitors are you up to? 6?
Well, right now I have 4 monitors, an iPad, and my iPhone up.
Yeah, 6.
Probably looks like a Best Buy.
Looks like Command Central is what it
Yeah.
looks like.
Looks like Star Trek. I bring people into my office and they
Yes.
just actually Google it. They're agog at like, holy, I said, this is the hub of where all the action takes place.
Absolutely, absolutely. You cannot do Word on the phone. No matter how much you say that there's speech recognition and whatever, imagine trying to go through and proofing that on your phone.
I'm just so much faster on this. I mean, I have, like, when I was on last week when I was in Marco, I had my Surface Pro 4, my Mac, and my iPad, and they weren't connected. I mean, I could connect through the internet, but I couldn't drag across the picture to the other monitor. I had to go up and down, to get
It's
it.
the
It was
way
like,
working, honestly. That's why I
You want
say
it all now.
yeah.
I want it all now too.
It's like at the end of the day, or after I there's so much that I can keep on doing, and that I can actually do on my iPad. But a lot of it is I'm uncomfortable here for a long time. I need a new chair or something. But I just want to hit there's a certain point in the day. I want to hit the sofa or the chair.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh,
wanna
absolutely,
beat up.
absolutely. But I don't think the computer is going to go away. Is my point. At least not for another 10 years. The 2 monitors things, working with the source document on one side and actually working on the program in another monitor. There's just so many instances that you need a computer as opposed to looking at a phone.
I love my computers here at home, my screens. They're so big. You can see everything, When you're in a
Absolutely.
small device, it's like you have to squint, even with my glasses, I just can't imagine. I know there's people that work their business out of their phone. I don't know. I'm sure it's
They're the better.
And there is a place for apps. I'm not saying that there isn't. You look at T-Sheets. I think that's one of the greatest apps around. Being able to.
Don't they have a Windows? Don't they have a Windows version now?
T-Sheet, you have on the computer. You can log in and do anything that you can on the
Because it's SAS. Yeah.
So,
I think the main thing with me is I need to be able to see it. I like having at least 2 at the same time, and I'm faster on a full-size keyboard and a mouse than I am on a
absolutely.
laptop.
Absolutely.
And I grew up in that before Windows, so everything's shortcuts, and I'm wicked fast on the keyboard. And that's why things like Bill.com are making me crazy. Because
Okay, Sarah, speaking of Bill.com, are you using it?
yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I love the concept. I love the authorization and the audit trail, and that clients can go in at the end of the year and there's all the payable records. They can do it from Maryland, But for processing, I'd like to get my hands on the developer and
Yeah, because I know that Gina used it. And it's quite a bit of
Yeah.
I don't use Bill.com yet, but I'm going to be looking into it because this new client that I have, they want to handle everything. Want me to handle everything, all the bills and everything. So they even asked me, "Can we send everything to your office?" And I'm thinking, well, this weekend and when I'm on vacation, I'm going to just kind of look at everything. But before Bill.com, what were you doing?
printing checks.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I love Bill.com. I've used it for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good
Checks.
things.
I have one client where we actually print the checks to PDFs, send them a link in share file, and they actually print the PDFs on check stock
Oh,
because
Wow.
they're out of the state. I mean,
Wow.
we've done crazy stuff.
Oh, yeah, you can do a lot of cool stuff. You can do, with the HP printer, they have a program that allows you to print to any printer
Oh
anywhere
yeah.
online.
yeah.
So, you
Put
know,
the
I
checks
have,
in your printer, and I'm pushing a button.
absolutely. Yep, exactly.
Crazy
Exactly.
stuff. But see, I like the approval process. See,
Yeah.
I have cover sheets that go on top of every bill that does all the coding and the approval process and all that stuff. Bill.com has sped a lot of that up, but Bill.com, the turnaround time is horrid.
Like, what's the turnaround?
In getting funded, it's better than it was, but if you do larger amounts, things that are
You're talking
over
about payables or receivables?
payables,
Okay.
if you're doing things over $10,000, it takes
It's not even that.
a week.
If we key it all in on a Thursday, even if the client approves it immediately and we say pay, they're not even going to touch it to the next day. And then it's days after that. Even for ACH, it's like a whole nother 2 or 3 days. So
Yeah, but think how much faster that is than the old-fashioned way. I mean, that's still.
I can go right to, well, see, a lot of clients, we just go right to the Georgia Power, pay their bill. You see, I can have 2 screens up. I can go into, right into the vendor and pay, and it's posted immediately.
Right, but think of the keystrokes and the time for all of that. To me, it's like I look at the overall time I'm spending, and if they have to wait an extra day, wait an extra day. I mean,
But see, with my clients, they're the size where mail's coming in, it's getting routed to a different department, it's going to a department head to get approved. By the time it gets back to accounting, even gets to me, it's already.
well, see, that Bill.com would solve that problem. I tell everybody, the person that at least one person, whoever opens the mail, scans the stuff into Bill.com. Then I
It's
process it.
quicker to have the vendors
I
than
can't
get
process it
rid of
until I know where to put it. See, my clients aren't like, I see an electric bill and I know it goes in utilities. A lot of my stuff, all that straightforward stuff is one thing, but I have.
But then have them be the first processor. I mean, there's ways around it, but I mean but anyway, that's just.
No, I'm using it.
And I think what you said is key too, Sarah. It depends on the size of the business.
Yeah.
If you're a smaller business and have 2 or 3 bills a month, go ahead and do the bank pay. You know what I mean? Do it online, bill pay banking.
Mhm.
But if you've got more than 10 bills a month, it's a lot easier process-wise from beginning to end to use Bill.com.
Mhm. But see, here's what I'm doing. I'll have like Bill.com. So there's all my bills, and sometimes they'll scan in one PDF with a whole bunch of bills. Okay, but I put QuickBooks up first because it's so much faster to onboard a new vendor in QuickBooks than it is in Bill.com. So I scroll through the bills and make sure all my vendors exist, make sure all the addresses are the same because Bill.com doesn't show me the address.
Yeah, that's one of the downfalls.
And how many times the checks are going off to the wrong addresses. So I have all this prep work, and then I get all my vendors straight, then I sync, and then I go into Bill.com and I process, and then I sync again, and it works beautifully. It's just if Bill.com would just add some features like lay out the screen so you can really key fast instead of this.
And see the vendor information as you're putting the bill in.
If I have a 3-page bill, I have to go, excuse me, I got to find my mouse and I got to go page down, page down, page down. I can't see it isn't the technology or the concept. It's the user interface.
Right.
It's the screens.
Right.
So,
See, I love it. I have no problem with it. I guess I'm just so used to it. I mean,
Yeah.
I've used it for so
Well,
long.
there are certain things I think they can improve, like bank transfers. I think they could do that. Would make my life a whole lot easier.
Mhm.
My clients have more than one bank that they're dealing with. Almost every client that I have has
Yeah.
more than one
You have
bank.
to pick which bank account. I have clients 3, 4, 5 bank, because they're working
Right.
with all these grants and they're isolating money and all that. So I have to know not only which bank account but which sub register.
Right, exactly, exactly.
But Deborah, how and Bill.com, how do you handle oh gosh, I hate when I have a thought and it went right out the window. Because I thought, I can ask her. When you have a new vendor,
Mhm.
if there's enough time before you can hit the button to pay, do you invite them for ACH and then wait?
No, I just process the bill
Yeah.
and I invite them to do the thing. If they don't fill it out in time, then they get a check. I don't worry about that.
If you hit pay, it says check. There's no way I can undo a check and make an ACH. If I hit pay and then they accept the invite, it's too late.
Well, if you've not sent the check yet, let's say they have 30 days.
Yeah.
Okay, you can cancel the payments. The check's not gone yet, and then
Cancel it. Okay, cancel it. So usually I don't have enough turnaround time. I'm just paying.
But I don't worry about that. That's they still get their money. What am I concerned with? Them getting paid.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
I don't worry about the individual people.
They'll get on board, and then once they do, they'll
They'll get it. I mean, and a lot of times I can't get people to even. I had one guy. They just hired him. He's director of marketing, paying him $175,000. He cannot figure out how to put in his routing number and bank account.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what are you, a numbskull? I mean,
No, Deb, I had the same problem. I have someone, and I'll just be working with her personally, and she'll come in, and I will go through screen by screen and help her do it while she's keying it in.
Paying title means nothing.
That's where you.
it just cracks me up. I'm thinking, holy smokes, how do these people get out of bed in the morning?
I
The
know.
ones that won't do their expense reports. I'm getting all this blowback on Expensify. And like I said, these people are making $150,000, $175,000 a year, and they can't figure out Expensify, how to take a little picture on their phone.
I know. It's amazing to me.
They won't do it.
So, Deborah, tell me where that fits into yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
What's that? The Bill.com?
Is today.
It's today.
Yeah.
No, the ones that you have to handhold to put in the information.
Well, that's part of the access level agreement that you add. Like they all have access to me, and that depends on how fast they want to get back to me.
Yep, exactly. Okay, I'm going to switch gears again. Dennis had a video that he wanted to show us. Before I do that, I wanted to say next week is Notify demo. Sarah Prevost, looks like she left us, has really, really recommended it. She's gotten her hands around it. She really likes it. We're going to have them come and demo it for us.
They were at Scaling New Heights. It was really a good product. It's all about job costing and QBO.
And more. And more. They do progress invoicing. They do all those painful things like
Wow. I hope they show us how to do that on QBO.
certified payroll and all that kind of ugly stuff.
Ooh, we need Nancy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
Nancy
Nancy would be a great.
Pull her out of her garden.
I think Heather should be with us too. Heather's new, but she's in contracting also.
Huh.
So, yeah.
Oh,
So next week's
that's
Notify.
out of my world.
Dennis.
Okay, just to preface this, I belong to an advanced Toastmaster group, and we give the featured speaker gives up to an hour speech. And so I was the featured speaker last month, and I gave mine on IRS audits. And we also videotape our speeches and put them up on YouTube, our private channel. So I thought I would just share with you a couple minutes of an hour speech I gave. I was a little bit snarky with the IRS, so hopefully you might.
Middle name, I can't wait.
So Dennis, you can share your screen. I think this is the first time you've ever tried that, isn't it?
Oops.
We're seeing.
Oh, you look like an accountant.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, you look so handsome there.
Are you seeing me in my suit?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah, I've recently lost about 40 pounds, so I can get back into my old clothes.
Wow, good
Wow,
for
how'd
you.
you lose that much weight, Dennis?
I
He's
call
been
it
hiding it under the desk.
I call it my low C diet. Reduce chips, Cokes, colas, cookies, candies, cheese, carbohydrates, basically reducing sugar. So,
Right. No C diet. Okay.
Yeah, no carbs.
okay.
Dennis, we're not hearing.
Okay. A second.
Is there something I need to do on my end?
Just a second if I can turn up my. Okay, try it again.
Now, I know we can do this.
Yeah.
Dennis, you need to share audio.
How do you do that?
I'm looking for the options too.
Video, is it video settings?
And
Audio, in your audio settings, I think.
it's in your Zoom audio.
It's in the Zoom. It's in Zoom audio.
Okay. In my Zoom or in
Or, the other thing is maybe you could post the link on the chat and maybe Gina could.
Yeah, I could put it on the group, but there should be a way that you can play a video. I know that there is, and I
There is.
watched these Zoom Hangouts, and
That's sometimes how I record my webinars. When I can't listen to it all at once, I record it
Okay.
through Zoom.
just a second. Audio options.
Yes.
Okay. No, that's something else.
Or is it under share?
Let's see.
Yeah, they make these things so convenient for you that.
So you're not hearing anything?
Not anything. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Can you hear it?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
There is, yeah, and I thought it was under share. Sarah, do you know?
Mm-mm.
No. Someone
No,
else.
I don't
that
have a
uses Zoom
headset.
lot. We need Joanne here. She's the one that would know.
Gosh, I do this all the time. When I do that, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember doing anything with the audio. It usually does it automatic.
It automatically did it for you?
Yeah, because what I do sometimes when I'm on, one of these webinars and I'm on the phone or something, I just record it. And it records it. I could play it back with my Zoom.
Yeah, okay. What do you want to do? We're having a hamburger. Yeah, I can put corn in there. Okay. Okay. You want to come? Yeah, I'll come.
Okay, Misha, we're here. Who are we hearing?
Maybe
Somebody.
the,
Debbie's whispering to her husband or something.
We're hearing Debbie's secrets.
I'm trying to figure out where the mute button is.
maybe
Down in the
Maybe the
bottom.
difference-
It's underneath the audio button.
Oh, there it is.
maybe the difference is Dennis came on as a participant and not as an admin.
No. Stop share screening and then try it again and see what options you have. Yeah.
It's weird.
It's not doing it at all, huh?
Hmm.
And I know that there's a way that you can do that.
Oh, well.
Sorry,
I
Dennis.
wanted to see it.
Dennis, can you give me the
I know what it is. I got it, Dennis. I got it. Okay, so when you do share screen, lower left, share computer sound. Go to share
Sure.
screen.
Ah, yeah, share computer sound. There it is.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now we maybe have to move it up to the where it was.
Did Dennis freeze? Are you there?
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Dennis, are you going to go to any of the conventions?
Probably not.
Okay.
Okay. So can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay. But again, there are.
Excellent.
And finally, if you really don't like it,
Blow it up?
and stumble on it. However, there are a lot of advantages to that for folks with the IRS. And the reason why is because you don't know who you're dealing with. For example, this person may have a true and genuine concern for your well-being. A real mensch, a veritable saint. Someone who could easily be mistaken for a personal assistant to Mother Teresa. Or, on the other hand, this person might be a humorless, nitpicky, emotionally constipated, doofus who's going to take sadistic pleasure in watching you squirm as you try to explain why you were trying to claim your pets, Hercules and Kitty, on your tax return as dependents. Or why you were trying to deduct Hercules dog food as a security expense for your home office. I would rather cuddle with a crocodile than get posted with the IRS. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Well, for example, there was a case where this one guy was being out, he was very short dressed, took pride in his appearance. The auditor complimented him, very good sense of style, very short dressed. Yes, it's really important that I don't take the work. In fact, I always deduct my clothing expense on my tax return. Always. And the auditor said, well, that's interesting. There's pretty strict regulations on what you can deduct as clothing. So, long story short, he basically had to. They opened up a couple other year returns. They disallowed that. He ended up owing a couple extra $1,000 simply because he opened his big mouth. So keep your mouth shut. Don't give them ammunition. You should have a don't ask, don't tell policy. If they don't ask, you don't tell. So
Nice. That was funny, Dennis.
So that's an example of my speaking style when I do professional speaking at Toastmasters. The nice thing about that group is that, like I say, we get to give speeches. I mean, everybody there is pretty professional. It's probably, a lot of the speakers are probably professional level speakers.
Do you want to stop screen sharing now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
How do I see that? How do I stop screen sharing?
At the very top where it says options.
Oh, okay. Stop share. Okay, I see now.
Yep, exactly. Okay, we're back.
Okay, so I thought you might enjoy the little snark with the.
You're funny.
Did you get the emotionally constipated protoplasmic lumps?
Yeah, we got that, Dennis.
Along with taking your dog and your cat.
Yeah, I sort of borrowed Seth's dog Hercules, so.
Did you see the new pictures he just put up of Ralphie?
No.
No.
He has Ralphie it got him all spiffed up at the breeder, and then he has the little bow tie, which is Seth's logo. Posting all these cute pictures as the new firm mascot.
Oh, awesome. With a little bow tie, little nerd.
Mhm, a little nerd.
Very cute. All righty, well, we are about out of time. So we will see you next week. Notify demo. If we want to start our smart sheets, maybe we could do apps.
Yeah, tell before you guys go, what did you want me to name the workspace? And then which sheets do you want me to work on first? I've got the QuickBooks products. I
did look at them earlier today. Apps that work with industry-specific apps. That's what I want this sheet to be called. And we'll put a bunch of them on there. Notify for construction.
All right. Well, Notify, yeah, but I'm going to do a sheet for like apps. So like I've got project management, and then I did Carbon.
Jan has one too, she said. Jan said that she has one too, a smart sheet with all the apps.
So we might want to start with hers. So
yeah, I don't want to reinvent the wheel on some of these.
Right. So the workspace is apps that are industry-specific apps.
But that doesn't say they're comparison sheets, because like one sheet is project management. So I have Carbon, 17 Hats, Smart Sheets, Trello, Zoho. We'll do a column for every app, and then there's a feature. And does it have it or does it not have it, or is it?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I was thinking more on likes, needs improvements, dislikes, general category.
No, I want to get granular. I want to go
down
what it has and what it doesn't.
What it absolutely, because I can go to QBO and go to the where people put in their wishes.
Yeah.
I love websites that have that, because read that and you'll know what it doesn't do.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. Then I want to say the construction industry, apps for the construction industry. Mm-hmm. That way we can put Notify in there, T-Sheets works. And some of the apps are going to overlap each other, because I know Notify has a time tracking capability in it.
Yeah, but if I needed a time tracking program, I'm not going to go to Notify just to get that.
Right, T-Sheets.
But that's a selling point. That's an extra feature. Does it have time?
Hey,
time tracking abilities.
Have you guys tried When I Work?
No, that would be another one to add to the list.
Yeah, because remember when Joe did that makeover?
Mm-hmm.
For that restaurant in New Orleans, that's what the bookkeeping service recommended. When I Work.
What does that do?
It's a scheduler, and it keeps track of time.
Oh, okay.
Timekeeping.
So that might be better in timekeeping apps.
Yeah.
So Notify is a specific app for the construction industry.
So Misha, are you there? Misha, are you there? I saw on your website you had a scheduler. Which one was that?
Misha?
He might not be with us.
Almost.
Oh,
We'll come back to that, Dennis.
All right. Well, I made a template that I can copy. So it's basically 10 columns that we can use for 10 different apps. And then I've started sections. And so it's framed out. So all I can do is copy that, new topic, and y'all can help me fill in the columns. And then, because like when I'm on Facebook and somebody will mention something and I'll go, oh, I need to remember that. I want someplace to go put it.
And that's exactly what we want. This would be like a very valuable resource for all of us here.
Yeah, it's not the best platform, but that's what we have right now. And I think
right.
because
it
works like Excel, will be natural to it.
We'll work on it as we go along. I mean, obviously, we'll make improvements as we go.
Yeah.
I just kind of want to feel it out a little bit for this month.
Okay. Well, I used Woody's as a template.
Okay.
to populate, because he had already done a ton of it. I'm
Right.
gonna go granular than that. But
I'll have to see if
can you
Jan,
tell me Jan's email after we get off with the recording?
Okay.
I'll have to look for it. Yeah. Okay.
'Cause I'll
What,
go ahead and add her
whose
to the
email?
list.
Whose email?
Huh?
Jan's?
Yes.
Didn't you
Yeah, I
say she
have
was the
her
one that
email,
had the,
too.
anybody else?
I believe I have it. So we'll talk after we're done.
Okay.
So let's
All right.
just end for today. So it was great speaking to everyone. We will see you next week for the Notified demo. Everyone have a wonderful weekend.
Cool.
Bye.
Bye.